It hits you without warning. You walk into a room you have never been in before, or you catch the middle of a conversation, hearing words for the very first time. And then you feel a wave of absolute certainty. You know exactly what someone is about to say before they say it. The present moment feels like a memory, but you are not actually remembering anything. You are experiencing something entirely new, even as your brain insists with complete conviction that this exact scene has happened before. The term comes from French, literally meaning already seen. Yet the reality is that your brain is simply taking new information and falsely flagging it as already familiar. If déjà vu is not a retrieved memory, the feeling has to come from a structural glitch in how our neural pathways process the present moment. Most people think memory is one single thing. Instead, your experience of the past is created by separate systems running in parallel. The first system is recollection. This is the conscious, detailed retrieval of a specific event, the who, what, where, and when. The second system is familiarity. This operates as an intuitive signal that you have encountered something before, but it arrives without any specific details attached. Recollection is managed by the hippocampus, while your sense of familiarity is processed in a separate region called the perirhinal cortex. When these parallel systems do their jobs perfectly, you recognize faces and recall names simultaneously. Déjà vu occurs when these systems fall out of sync. The leading scientific explanation for this desynchronization is the dual processing theory. It suggests that every new experience you have is processed through two separate pathways at the exact same time. First, there is the slow pathway. This route sends sensory data through your cortex so you can fully and consciously comprehend what is happening around you. Then there is the fast pathway. Your sensory information takes a shortcut directly to the amygdala to generate an immediate emotional response. Occasionally, a momentary delay causes a glitch. The fast pathway arrives at your consciousness a fraction of a second before the slow pathway completes its journey. Your brain receives the emotional response first. When the full conscious experience finally arrives a millisecond later, the brain compares it to the feeling you just had and concludes the event is already processed. A tiny timing error in your neural circuitry tricks your brain into labeling the present moment as a piece of history. Your brain also navigates the world by scanning for patterns. It stores memories not as complete scenes, but as collections of scattered features. If you walk into a completely new environment that happens to share a specific lighting angle or a distinct smell with an old memory, your familiarity system can trigger on its own. We see clear evidence of this isolated firing in patients with temporal lobe epilepsy, who frequently experience intense, prolonged episodes of déjà vu right before a seizure. Brain scans of these patients show the familiarity system firing wildly, while the recollection system remains dormant. You get the intense feeling of a memory without any actual memory attached to it. This also explains why déjà vu is most common in young people whose developing brains are prone to processing inconsistencies, as well as in individuals experiencing high stress or fatigue. Frequent travelers report higher rates as well. Feeding an exhausted pattern-matching system with a constant stream of new environments creates the conditions for false recognition. For most, this is a harmless quirk. You should only seek a doctor's advice if these episodes last for minutes or happen frequently enough to interfere with your day. Even with brain scans and processing theories, science cannot fully explain the total conviction of the feeling. Rational thought says you have never been here, but your brain insists you have. The gap between your logic and your feelings reveals how your brain actually works. Your perception is an assembly of sensory data and internal signals, a finished product that your neural pathways build in real time. Déjà vu is a momentary glitch in that assembly. For a fraction of a second, the seamless image of the world breaks, and you see the internal processing of your memory systems before they can finish their work. It is a reminder that the reality we inhabit is something our biology creates for us every millisecond of every day.